guard you! I have you! The battle is won!
Come then.
Come.
This one's mine. You face me. Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, Whelp. Interfere, and I shall...
What would you ask?
I'm up. On it.
Awaiting your command. As you wish.
You don't stand a chance.
Try again.
Are you okay?
No stopping now.
I shall hold nothing back.
Stand true! I fight in me yet. Fatigue has struck. What foolishness is this? One such as I, brought low by the cornea vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
Wait.
Your Highness.
Tell me, Hodrick. Do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius? I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Elaine!
The ring! What sorcery is this?
Oh, my head. What am I doing here?
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice. Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more. To think the power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornea's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
Should Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta? Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is. And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he stands ready to fight once more. By the way, Your Highness, allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive. I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we reach solid ground.
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
Is something wrong?
Well... No, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you. It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've always known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm. But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well. Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
Elaine, Of course. I'll do everything I can. As is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Lex...
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name, Your Majesty.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
Elaine, why have you stopped?
We're surrounded.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me!
Let her go!
Chloe!
I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
His name is Renault, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul magic, it would seem he has met with a similar fate.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy, making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renault?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We won't have to Renault. We've got to go through them.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able. Ours. We march. To me. Your villainy ends here. never yield. Victory grows ever closer. The path is set.
In service of the royal family, what would you ask? Very well.
You face me. Well fought. The time is at hand. To me.
Come.
I'll take that.
Glory to the liberation! A trivial undertaking. I'll not fail you. As you wish.
We march. The path is set. Come then. Fine job. Victory grows ever closer. We march. To me.
Awaiting your command.
yours now.
I shall hold nothing back. I am with you! I've fight in me yet. I've not chosen my grave yet. I'll not fail you. By your word, awaiting your command. Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Thanks.
Glory to the liberation! A trivial undertaking. What would you ask? As you wish. I shall hold nothing back. I am with you! The battle is won! I've not chosen my grave yet. Awaiting your command. By your word. Hoist the banners.
You face me. We march on. Fine bout. The time is at hand. Defeat will soon be upon us.
You okay? On my honor as a knight.
They will know what hit. Sure thing. Yes, sir.
Come then. Another step forth. Well fought.
What would you ask? As you wish.
I'm up. On it.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Thanks.
I fight in me yet.
Tricorn pride for ya.
For the liberation. I'll not fail you. By your word, awaiting your command. I have taken it as our own.
The time is at hand. We march. The path is set.
I'll not fail you. As you wish. As expected.
This one's mine.
Healing!
Score one for Lex. Done and dusted. It's not looking great.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
Sorry, Elaine. I don't want to push it.
Excellent.
Awaiting your command. By your word, what would you ask? I shall hold nothing back. I'll get that. I am with you! Hold fast!
Saw that.
Stand true!
You're done for!
Glory to the liberation!
Your villainy ends here. Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantries.
Figures. Let's get it over with then.
Fine job! I'll not let this go to waste.
A fine bout. Alone, are you?
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him. Never could have done without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Then you know how this ends.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's something I need to ask him. What does Galerius want with Scarlet? I'll take any scraps of information you may have. Please.
You do realize I'm just hired steel, yeah? They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we do with him?
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead. What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type. As long as the pay's right.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I had heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crowned brat of a dead-and-gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. Kingmaking's not an everyday job for a merc. But you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold. I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest, cross the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right place. Done and done. Is this some kind of joke? That's nowhere near enough. Be seeing ya.
bloody Talon scum!
You supposed to be the town guard? Sorriest sight I ever seen. Now go on and run home if you know what's good for you.
As if I'd ever cede to vulgar bandits such as you. The Father shall strike you down for your sins!
Not today, he won't. But I'll let you take that up within yourself. Me? I've had enough divine judgment to last a lifetime. You know the drill, boys. Grab anything that's not nailed to the floorboards.
No harm.
Single!
And you were aided by a man named Rolf, you say?
Yes, my lord. He claimed to be with the Cornea militia.
I have heard tell of common folk taking up arms to defend their fellow man.
He may agree to join our cause, assuming we can happen upon him before the enemy does.
It's worth the attempt, if nothing else. We should make haste.
Please stay safe out there.
We shall. The only thing you need worry about is what to do with those flowers of yours. Day will be ours. The time is at hand. To me. I'll pierce you clean through. They're beaten. I take it you're the one they call Rolf.
That depends on who's asking.
We stand with the Liberation Army. We just spoke to a pair of civilians who claimed you helped them to safety.
So the girls made it out. More welcome news than I'm used to, that. It's as you say. I am Rolf, captain of the Cornian militia. What militia we have, at least. If you're truly willing to brave these bandits, then I'd be glad to have you join me.
That's precisely why we've come. We confront them together.
Who's my target? Understood.
We march. Onward.
I never miss my target. Run as much as you like, black-taloned swine. My arrows will cover any distance in pursuit of justice. Do you see now?
Do you need something?
Right.
Service of the royal family.
'Tis a deficient plan.
I am your shield.
Time is at hand.
I'm ready. Heading there now.
We march. To me. The time is at hand.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. Hold fast. The battle is won. A trivial undertaking, I'll not fail you. As you wish.
Defeat will soon be upon us.
I'll pierce you clean through. No surprise there. They're beaten.
We march. The time is at hand. Onward.
Do you need something? Right.
Come.
I'll take that.
I have you! Stand. Glory to the liberation! What would you ask? Bio, I'll not fail you. I shall hold nothing back.
Thanks.
For the liberation. We shall make proper use of this. I have arrived. What would you ask? As you wish.
To me.
Come. I'll not fail you. By your word.
I never miss my target. Do you see now?
Awaiting your command. As you wish.
I'm ready. Understood. The position is ours.
I am yours to command, Your Highness.
They will know what hit them. Sure thing. Yes, sir.
I've arrived.
Do you need something? Heading there now. Who's my target? Right. Do you need something? Heading there now.
You don't stand a chance.
Who's my target?
Ready. On it.
I'll pierce you clean through. They're beaten. I'm ready. Right.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
I'm up.
Yes, sir.
What would you ask?
Splendid.
I'll not fail you. By your word.
There is time yet to claim victory. You face me. I must never yield. Well fought. We march. Onward.
Do you need something? Heading there now.
Come then.
So, what next? They have the advantage.
What would you ask? I have my doubts.
There has to be a way. Right.
Fortune smiles upon us. The time is at hand. To me. Your villainy ends here. A fine bout. The path is set. We march. Stronger than ever.
Awaiting your command.
My thanks.
I'll not fail you. Very well.
You face me. My legs grow heavy.
What would you ask? Come.
You impressed?
A trivial undertaking.
I beg of you, sirs, have mercy on a poor damn soul.
You dare speak of mercy? What of the mercy you showed all those you've robbed and pillaged?
Please, it's my sister. Back when our mom and dad passed, I was broken. An empty shell of a man. But she never left my side. Stayed right there next to me till the day she took ill herself. Started fading, and fast. I carried her, slumped around my shoulder to the best healer my coin purse could buy. But it was no use. Only thing I could do was watch her wither into dust. You ever seen that? It's a pain worse than death itself. But I didn't stop searching. Day after wicked day. Till, finally, I'd got what I asked for. But the cost of the cure would make a weaker man faint where he stood. Now, tell me, how's a guy who's never had the gold for schooling supposed to make that kind of coin? Thieving's all I'm good for, so thieving's how it had to be. Wouldn't have turned to this if I had another way.
A word, Your Highness. Somber as his story may be, you mustn't let pity cloud your judgment. Only the Town Watch can determine the appropriate sentence for his crimes. His fate is not ours to decide.
My life's square in your palms, noble sirs. Please, I'll return everything I stole if you just let me go.
I sympathize with your plight. I truly do. But even the harshest adversity does not grant license to harm your fellow citizen. Clive, escort this man to the Town Watch.
But of course, Your Highness.
Heartless bastards!
Nab's the key.
What are you fools doing here? Don't tell me you forgot the code!
Of course we didn't. Money's the only thing tying us all together. Just so happens we make a hell of a lot less of it without you round, boss.
You dirty peck. Fine, but make it quick. I'm not keen on staying here any longer than I've got. You think I had bad liberation rats? Just wait till you see what I've got in store for you.